Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to talk about something really exciting. These are the 4 ways that you can make money in real estate. And not everyone talks about this, but a lot of people think you just make real estate from cash flow, which is basically your rental income minus your expenses. But here, there are actually 4 ways that most people make money in real estate. That's why real estate will always beat the stock market. So way number 1 is appreciation. So typically every year, real estate appreciates by 3% per year. But here's the thing, you're using leverage when you buy real estate. So you put a 20% down typically, which means like on a $100,000 house, you'll put down $20,000. If the real estate goes up 3% of $100,000 is $3,000. If you divide 3,000 by the $20,000 you put in, that's actually a 15% return. So you see that even though it appreciates only 3%, you're actually getting a 15% return on your actual investment. Now, the second way people make money in real estate is this thing called loan paydown. So real quick here, this is the appreciation graph. So the house goes up in price steadily over time with say 3%. And then down here, this is the loan paydown graph. So you can see that it's slow. It's kind of slow at the beginning, but then near the end, you're paying a lot more toward the principal of the house. So then the loan gets paid down to 0. And it's kind of like this reverse exponential curve you see here. Every year, I'm going to take an example, my house. So every year I pay $750 toward the principal every single month, which is $9,000 after 12 months. And then my appreciation on this house is $15,330 per year as well. So this is my house. I bought it for $511,000 in Sacramento, California. And these are my actual numbers here. That's the second way you make money in real estate. The third way you make money in real estate is through cash flow, like we kind of mentioned before, which is basically your rental income minus all your expenses, minus your mortgage payment you make every month. Whatever's left over is like a monthly cash flow. In my case, I actually make around $3,600, $3,700 in rent, and my mortgage is $2,300. I also have some expenses. So after all that, I have $900 per month in cash flow, and times 12 months, that's $10,800. And then now the final way you make money in real estate is tax breaks. You get tax back because you take something called depreciation on a house. And what that means is there's some wear and tear on the house, at least in the IRS eyes. And what you do is you can take a deduction based off of that assumed wear and tear on the house. Let's just say my house value is, well, my house is worth $511,000. But if I take out the land value, it's more like $415,000. And what you do is you divide that by 27 and a half years, which is considered the useful life of the house, meaning after 27 and a half years, the house is supposed to go to 0, but that's not reality. Houses go up in price, right? The IRS says, okay, you get wear and tear deductions, and in this case, $415,000 divided by 27 and a half is about $15,000 per year that I can depreciate from my taxes. If I'm at a 35% tax bracket, that means I'm making $5,250 in tax back, that basically I don't have to pay taxes on that $15,000. So I'm making about $5,000 tax back. Now, if I add up all of these things, the appreciation, the loan pay down, the cash flow, and then the tax back, I actually get a total profit of $40,380. That's based off of a 20% down payment. I put $102,200 on this house. Because you divide your total profit by your down payment, calculate your return on investment. I calculated my return on investment of about 40%. Well, here's the thing though, of course there's also expenses. I would take out maybe $3,000, $5,000 per year in expenses, but still that's at least a 35% return on your investment on the house that I purchased, and I'm living in it for free as well. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is this little shaded area here. So this is actually why real estate grows exponentially. You can see at the beginning, the shaded area is just a little bit, but then as you go, further down the road, eventually you have all of this as a shaded area where your loan is eventually zero and your house is appreciated. This little shaded area is called equity, which is basically how much of the house you actually own at any given point in time. So after 1 year, I basically have $40,000 in equity plus my down payment. So it would be $140,000 or so in equity on the house, assuming I pay my cash back into the house. So that's basically the 4 different ways you make money in real estate. And you can see this ROI is pretty insane, right? It's way better than the stock market. And this is why real estate's always beat stocks, unless, you could get lucky and eventually find some stocks that double or triple in price, as we definitely have seen during 2021. But real estate, this is a sure thing. As long as you're able to get tenants and you're being able to consistently find high quality tenants that don't hurt your property, you're able to build this wealth through time. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe. But also, if you have any questions about this process, this graph, doesn't make any sense to you, please let me know. Just real quick again, I forgot to mention, this here is of course your net worth essentially, and this down here, the x-axis, is time. So as time goes by, your net worth increases exponentially on that graph. So please join me again next week for the next video.